World Food Programs, the Ministry of Health, and so on. Mbokay kon nu ko faral di defee rek génn si biti indi leen li nga xam ne mu ngi xew ñu ngi ni Banjul International Airport ñëw di teewee li nga xam ne mooy di handing over some health materials OGS from the People's Republic of China ñu indi li na Gambia pour gaay dimbale Gambia si li nga xam ne jàngoro bu COVID-19 ñu gën koo xamee coronavirus garab nag yaa ngi ni waaye si kanam tuuti dina leen indil kooku nga xam ne Momit Mumfi present, Nyumfi am the president of the people from the World Food Programs, Better World Health Organization, Nyumit Nyumfi Tewo, Aki Yaneng health personals as well. You can see the different activities taking place here. Yenenge is different movement, different media houses. Garab nak yangeni li moy linga hamne the peoples of China, Republic of China, li le may the Gambian government pour mu dimbale li nga xam ne mooy COVID-19 jàngoro boobu bi nga xam ne pandemic la dafa turn from epidemic to pandemic lii nag foofu sa China la starté 31st December 2019 dem na nag ba laal àdduna yëpp garab yaa ngi noonu
Just, Agile, overhead. No, it's okay. I was coming. The time kept on changing. So, yeah. Yes, yeah. Well, we need some distance. Let's say social distance. Okay. So we can, and let's leave some space. Okay. We are here again.
waaye mbokk yi yéen a gis loolu kooku mooy Minister of Health bi Honorable Samate ak kooku ki nga xam ne moo represent China fii si Banjul International Airport bi ba tey keneen ki nga am on the right side kooku mu ngi jógee si World Health Organization bi keneen ki mu ngi jógee si World Food Programs dina mbaay si kanam xam naa dina war a joxe speech su ko defee ngeen déglu.
Thank you very much.
We have one more big, one person now. Select some boxes, then we'll do the speeches there, and we'll arrange the boxes around there. So just maybe 3-4 minutes. We just have to bring one more.
Okay. How are you?
Yeah. Very well, sir.
Spread it out, guys. Yes. Usually like that. It's a very hectic period for all of us. That is why,
already prepared the back of the medical supply. We are not working. Coordinating the delivery.
Bagasi yaa ngi noonu di wàcca waaye ba tey xamanguñ lan la xam naa si kanam guy from the ministry dina ñu mun a dimbale wax ñu lan ak lan la ñu China may lan la China may the Gambia pour ñu dimbale gaay xee li nga xam ne jàngoro boobu bu ñoo ooyee COVID-19 or coronavirus.
So now you should look for the one with the long handle, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. But I think we'll do the interviews on the other side. Isn't it? Yes. So we'll do the interviews on the other side when we hand it over. Yeah. Good. Yes. Yes, that's enough. No, he is very welcome and everybody is excited about it. Very excited and His Excellency is waiting and will come in.
Wambo kay right now ñu ngi busy si wàccee li nga xam ne mooy bagage yooyu bagage yi nga xam ne ñoo jógee foofu si China si kanam tuuti ministre bi o directeur bi dina joxe an official statement su ko defee ñu mun a xam lan la ñuy dimbale Gambia bi dina ñu gën a mun a brief gën ñu wax lan ak lan moo fi arrive tey. Coronavirus nag dafa nekk jàngoro bi nga xam ne foofu si China la starté late December 2019 jàngoro bi nag nekk na jàngoro boo xam ne dafa tiital béppi doomi aadama right now àdduna yëpp a tiit yëpp a waaru si li nga xam ne mooy COVID-19 soo waxee COVID-19 nag ñeneen dina la wax lan mooy COVID-19 nekk na feebar bi nga xam ne si feebar yi nga xam ne ñu ngi woon fii mooy lu mel ni soch mooy am soreness in breathing ngay am jafe-jafe sooy nookee mooy li nga xam ne am fever soo amee symptoms yooyu nag you are likely to have it waaye nekkul ne nag tamit ku ko am yëpp a am COVID-19 soo waxee coronavirus nag dañ di wax ne feebar buy rey la rey nañu bari nag waaye ñu si gën a recover ñoo gën a bari si ñi nga xam ne ñoo gën a ñoo si des waaye ba tey nag World Health Organization bi recommend ay yeneen precautions li nga xam ne dina mun a def loolu defandekoo yooyu dimbale suñ boppa dimbale suñ ay families dimbale suñ ay dëkka yooyu nag mooy lan ñu wàññi joxante loxo bi ñu wàññi taxaw si gathering bi ñuy observe social distancing su nekkee si gathering si ñuy wàññi ay soytisio nga ko def sa loxo ñu wàññi hand shaking bi waaye ba tey duma def dara dina def suma mbokki olof bi moom olofam baage mu wax leen tuuti si li nga xam ne mooy coronavirus o COVID-19 ak lan nga war a observe su ko defee nga mun si prevent sa bopp nga mun si prevent sa family Aji Bintu.
Asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi man la Aji Bintu Ndaw am GTTV am COVID-19 gën ko xamee si coronavirus doon na feebar boo xamante ne daal moo nekk xeex ak ennemi boo xamante ne doo ko gis te doo ko teg bët te nit ñi yaakaar naa ne ñëpp yaakaar nañ ne looloo gën a garaaw si mbir mi waaye mbir bi demee na noo xamante ne am na noo koy defee lu ñuy wax fagaroo gën faju mun nañ koo jëlee si ay fagaru te gis nañ ci télé yi fan yi yëpp ci télé yi online media yi yëpp ñu ngi wane ne am na noo mën a yuusee ba nga am sa fagaru boo xamante ne doo daj ci jàngoro bii nii.
fagaru yooyu mooy lan mooy précautions yooyu wax ko su mbokki olof yi.
fagaru yooyu mu ngi nekk yoo xamante ne raxasu ak saabu soo amutee saabu mun ngaa use hand sanitizer ba pare toog ci biir kër yi téye xale yi ci biir kër yi. school tëj na tamit bàyyi nañ xale pour ñu toog seen kër yi waaye bàyyiwuñ leen pour ñu toog ci mbedd yi waaye lu dul ñu toog ci biir kër yi nga xam ne dinañ mun a fagaru ci li nga xam ne mooy feebar bi te di raxas loxo yi saa yuñ génnee ci biti dugaat ci biir kër bi te wàññi contact bi am 1 meter distance boo xamante ne ministre baa ngi koo joxe télé yaa ngi koy joxe rajo yaa ngi koy joxe soo gis naa ne loolu daal nekk na loo xamante ne mun nañoo xeetali pour ñu fagaru ci lii ñuy wax COVID-19.
jërëjëf loolu am na solo trop soo sax President of Republic of the Gambia génn na joxe state si li nga xam ne mooy Gambien si mu leen naa ñaan ñu observe precautions yi nga xam ne loolu la World Health Organization bi recommend mooy social distancing bi mooy ñaakalifin bañ nañ ko ba ñu ne léegi si li nga xam ne mooy taka mooy ngénte mooy dëj bugguñ si dara lu ëpp 10 nit bugguñ si dara li nga xam ne ëpp na juróom nu ñoo waxee juróom si olof sax 10
te yàlla dafa def ne président bi amul ci loolu rek dem na ci biir li ñuy wax ne moto yi transport nit yi public transport yi van yeeg moto yi nañ jël nit yi ñu daan dugal nañ ko wàññi de ko ci digga bi at least nañ jël half nit yi su sa moto daan jël 14 na jël 7 su daan jël 4 na jël 3 pour nga gis ne dinañ mën a wàññi lii nga xam ne mooy public distance boo xamante ne ñu ngi koo def ci biir moto yi.
yaakaar ne yow loolu dina effective si Gambia bu nekka because soo waxee driver yi instead jël full passengers yu ñoo carré ñu wàññi ko to half of it ñu bari dina la wax ne ndax government bi def neen yeneen mécanisme si li nga xam ne mooy wàññi jégi essence mooy yokka pass bi ndax loolu yëpp government consider nañ ko ak ñaata family men because most of the time da ngaa gis drivers yooyu noonu nag nekka ne ñoo xam ne ñoom it ay borom jaboot lem si foofu la ñoo dundee dina la wax ne duma daw fooguloo loolu tamit dina am a very bad impact in the life of Gambians or the economics of Gambians because soo teetloo tey am na ñoo xam ne war na report si seen liggéeykaay waaye ñu ne la ne déedéet ñoom duñ ko mun a def parce que amuñ moto soo leen laajte the reason is ñu ne xëj na nu président bi annoncé démba ne dañoo wàññi half of loo waroon na jël loolu ngay jëlaat from now on so yow lan ngay recommend lan ngay ñaan driver si ak lu dem si government bi si boppam ñu put ko into consideration su ko defee ñu gën a mun a dimbale Gambian si
gis naa ne Gambia nekk na public boo xamante ne most of the people luñ nekk di dundee moo nekk hand to mouth so it has an advantage but tamit am na disadvantage boo xamante ne loraange boo xamante ne mu ngi ko def si ñii di driver si ak apprentice yi cause tey si suba man suma boppa ñu am gàllankoor yi ne amuñ moto dañ wala jël public transport man si ñooñu laa bokka waaye soo duggee si moto yi yenn customers yi dañoo wax ne déedéet duñ mun a nangu moto bi mu jël lum daan jël nañ ko xaaj da ngaa gis at the same time apprenti bi mu ngi coow driver bi mu ngi coow and that is affecting the driving of the driver so it becomes a problem nekk loo xamante ne problème la si biir community bi te su ngay waxee ne duñ daw tamit dafa affect ñoo xamante ne ñu ngi dem liggéey te amuñ moto te dafa affect tam bu ñu war a dundal seen famille bi ñoo xamante ne hand to mouth lañ nekka so I guess government bi should reconsider them and try to look for a better strategy to use on them.
waaye ba tey ñuy ñaan Gambian si most especially drivers ñoom it ñu xam ne lii government bi jóguñ rek def ko situation ba demand li situation ba laajte pour ñu stay home stay safe su ko defee ñu mun a fight jàngoro bi nga xam ne ñu ngi ko ooyee COVID-19 o coronavirus bi nga xam ne yóbbu na ay life yu bari ba tey ñuy wax government si o the president of the transport union seen boppa ñoom it ñu try am dialogue with the government or the ministry of ñi nga xam ne ñoo involve si fi transport su ko defee ñu gën a waxtaan seet solution si li nga xam ne mooy problème bi waaye dafa mel ni nag ministre bi mu ngi ñëw joxe official statement si li nga xam ne mooy handing over diggante China ak the Gambia duñ def dara dinañ teg so mic su ko defee ngeen dégga lu ñu ministre bi ak guy si Ministry of Health bi amal ak World Health Organization bi and World Food Programs ñoom it ñoo si teew ñu ngi gis the people of China as well.
でながら
So we can support him. If we have the officials around. Mr. Njai? WHO, yeah. WFP there. I understand. I understand. That's good. This different,
This should be lighter for Manila.
So let's watch our distances. Let's watch our distances.
On level will come. And keep the distance. So, 10 kilometers. Okay, we can. This is not far. Okay, okay. Sorry, but I just that's it. I put it down a bit.
Put it out away.
Okay. Good afternoon, His Excellency the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, the Honorable Minister of Health, Honorable Ahmed Lamin Samate, the WHO country representative, the WFP country representative, colleagues from the Gambia, Banjul International Airport, the media. We welcome all of you
Do your 1 meter, 1 meter.
to this important ceremony where we are witnessing the handing over of donation to the government of the Gambia by Jagma Foundation. I don't intend to keep you here for long. I will just go straight into business. I now invite His Excellency the Ambassador to give a statement on this important occasion. Your Excellency, welcome.
Honorable Health Minister Dr. Samat, WFP country representative Ms. Karen, WHO country representative Dr. Desta, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Chinese government has actively taken the most comprehensive, strictest, and thorough measures in control and preventing the COVID-19. As the outbreak situation worldwide continues to develop, China pays more close attention to the situation in Africa. I would like to express appreciations for African people's efforts in combating the outbreak. At the moment, the situation of combating the coronavirus is showing a positive trend in China. But the risk is still exists. China is still fighting against the pandemic. But based on the brotherly China-Africa friendship and the challenge that African countries are facing, China decided to provide emergency medical assistance to support Africa. China is the Gambia's sincere friend and reliable partners. We remember that during the China's hardest time in our war against the pandemic. The Gambia friend rendered us solidarity and support. At the moment, the coronavirus has already hit the Gambia. I would once again express our sympathy and support and solidarity with the Gambia government as the Gambian people. We hope we can help the Gambia government strengthen its efforts in containing the outbreak of and safeguard Gambian people's life. China has offered a batch of medical equipment and medicines and 2 vehicles to the Gambia, already handed over early of this month. Today, we are here to receive more medical supplies donated to the Gambia by 2 foundations of China, J.K. Ma's Foundation and the Alibaba Foundation. This batch of supplies include 100,000 face masks, 20,000 testing kits, 1,000 protective clothes, and 1,000 safety goggles. These supplies represent sincere friendship from the Chinese people to the Gambian people. I hope they could be helpful in Gambians fighting against the COVID-19. In this ongoing common war against the pandemic, China will continue providing assistance for African countries, including Gambia. The Chinese embassy now is working positively to coordinate the issues for delivery of the more medical supplies to the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, just like Chinese President Xi Jinping stressed in yesterday's G20 summit that virus knows no national borders and the pandemic is a common enemy of mankind. Fighting the pandemic calls for solidarity of the international community, adhering to the vision of building a community with a shared future for mankind. China will do well its homework in containing domestic outbreak and do its best to help other countries to overcome the pandemic. This demonstrates China's commitment to the international public health, and it is also helpful for consolidating what we have already achieved. We are ready to work together with the international community and together to build a public health community for the whole mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, we firmly believe that with concerted effort from all sides, the challenges should be finally overcome. The victory will belong to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Ambassador, for that wonderful statement, words of wisdom, words of encouragement. For sure, we will continue to work together. We have seen that has been demonstrated by the Honorable Minister. A National Multisectoral Committee has been formed to coordinate the efforts, and that will still continue to work together to ensure that we fight COVID-19 in the Gambia. With regards to partnership, it has also been demonstrated. WHO government, the ambassador of the Chinese People's Republic of China, the WFP, all are here. This shows that we are ready to work together in partnership and collaboration to fight COVID-19. I now call on
the WFP country representative, Madam Wanja, to give a statement. Madam, welcome.
Thank you, Chair. Honorable Minister, Dr. Amadou Samate, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, Dr. Desta Tirune, WHO representative in the Gambia. I also want to acknowledge also other representatives coming in from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs who have facilitated so much today, and also from the civil aviation. We have seen so much collaboration and cooperation. I also want to acknowledge that we also have other senior government officials here with us, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols observed. Good afternoon. It's been a long morning and long afternoon, and we are happy to finally be here and note that even in these precarious times, we still need to observe social distancing and among other efforts that we are applying. We will try our best to undertake our responsibilities as responders to observe these practices. We are also calling on all Gambians to continue, and Gambian residents to continue practicing all precautions necessary to contain the spread of the coronavirus. Allow me, Honorable Minister, to begin by also thanking the government of the Gambia and yourself in particular for all the efforts and for being really at the forefront and continued efforts to protect citizens and residents of the Gambia against the spread of the coronavirus. To date, the Gambia has recorded very few cases, and among those, we have seen only one unfortunate death. Several people continue to be in isolation, and several more in self-quarantine. Amidst all this gloom we have seen around the world, we have a lot to be grateful for and to celebrate. And indeed today, we are pleased to receive a sizable consignment and donation to the African continent and the Gambia by Mr. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba.com, through the Jack Ma Foundation and also through the government of the Republic of China. We thank you so much for having been the conduit within which this donation is received in the country. We also want to appreciate the African Union, who have also mobilized a number of us to do this delivery, and together with Ethiopian Airlines, WHO, the President, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, who was the mastermind and the spearhead of this big initiative, to have received for the continent 1.1 million test kits for the continent for all 54 member states, 5.4 million masks, 40,000 sets of protective clothing, 60,000 sets of protective shields. And of this consignment, the Gambia will be receiving, as you have heard from His Excellency the Ambassador, 20,000 test kits will be received for the Gambia, 100,000 masks, 740 sets of protective clothing, and 1,000 sets of protective shields. We thank you so much for this donation, and remember also to thank others, such as the African Union, Africa Center for Diseases Control, who have brought a number of us together. I've already named them, but I will do so again. World Health Organization, the World Food Program, Ethiopian Airlines, Prime Minister, and the People's Republic of China. To this effect, I know that we are facing a number of consequences of the COVID-19 in Africa. And it stands to be a catastrophe because primarily Africa has very weak health structures and systems, but also because the devastation transcends beyond health to going into economic crisis. Nonetheless, I am pleased to confirm that the government and the partners are already thinking ahead and on how to combat the related consequences of COVID-19 and to minimize suffering. The United Nations, under the leadership of the government, alongside other partners and collaborators, through funding mechanisms and in-kind donations such as this, will support in bolstering our uniform fight against issues that affect humanity, and most urgently, this global pandemic and its negative impacts. In closing, I would like to remind all Gambians to continue to practice social distancing and to adhere to WHO guidelines on this medical emergency, and where possible, stay at home as much as possible, unless under serious emergencies. The United Nations, in close collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the larger government of the Gambia, will continue to maintain clear channels of communications with you, and together we will push back this disease and contain its spread in the Gambia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Wanja Karia, for that wonderful statement. I now call on my brother, Dr. Desta Teruni, who is the WHO country representative in the Gambia. Doctor, you're welcome.
Colleagues, before I start, I want to advise you to really keep distance between each one of you. Social distancing is everywhere. Please observe that. Okay, Director of Ceremonies, Honorable Minister Dr. Ahmadu Lamin Samate, Your Excellency Dr. Ma, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, Ms. Wanja Karia, the UNFPA representative, colleagues, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I'm honored to be here today to join the handing over of this in-kind donation from Jack Ma and Alibaba Foundations from China to the Gambia. I wish to thank Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Samate, for facilitating the handover. And Honorable Minister, we in the United Nations highly regard your dedication and tireless efforts in the fight to contain the spread of COVID-19 in the Gambia. By yesterday, the global figures of COVID-19 have surpassed 500,000 globally, and with 23,000 deaths and 481 cases and 2,500 deaths were reported in a single day yesterday. Most of the cases are currently being reported in Europe and North America. Africa seems to be in the early phase of the outbreak, but some countries in Africa have shown a very sharp increase in the number of cases in a very short period of time as compared to other places. Overall, the Gambia has reported only 3 cases of COVID-19. Among them, only one of them succumbed to death. Only 3 are confirmed cases that are imported from outside the Gambia. For now, there is no evidence of local transmission. Therefore, this donation is arriving in the Gambia at a very critical time in our response to the COVID-19 outbreak. We are today emphatically grateful to receive the donations of personal protective equipment and the COVID-19 testing kits for the Gambia. This consignment allotted to the Gambia is part of the larger donation that Jack Ma and Alibaba Foundations directed to 54 African member states. With this donation, Africa's response to COVID-19 pandemic has received an immense boost. This support, directed through the African Union, African Center for Disease Control and Prevention, has brought several partners together to ensure safe and expeditious delivery to the Gambia. The World Health Organization, the World Food Program, the Ethiopian Airlines, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia have shown leadership in ensuring the consignment is delivered to 54 African states with less than 10 days period. The World Health Organization globally and the Gambia will continue to lead the efforts of the COVID-19 response pandemic in the UN system. The test kits and other materials received will go a long way in the fight against COVID-19 locally against this pandemic. I don't want to go to the details of the supplies that we have received, which were mentioned already. The fight against COVID-19 is a global fight. We all are together in this fight. This is what we are observing today. Multiple stakeholders are putting together their resources and efforts for the same cause of stopping a global threat to the humanity. The donation is an excellent demonstration of solidarity. We are sincerely grateful to all those who worked tirelessly to make these supplies arrive to all African countries in such a short time. Honorable Minister, I'm honored to let you know that the United Nations system in the Gambia is committed to providing the concerted support and will rally behind you, behind the government of the Republic of the Gambia in the fight against COVID-19. I thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, WR. I now call on someone who has been the head of our subcommittee on logistics and safety, who has been working very hard on the background, but people need to know who this person is Mr. Alhaji Babanding Sabali, the Director of National Pharmaceutical Services. He's going to give you the vote of thanks, and then from there we just have the official handing over, and then the Minister will speak. Babanding, welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, Honorable Minister of Health and Safety, WR, Director of World Food Program, and then the Chinese Ambassador. We are grateful to be here today to welcome this very important donation. As you may be aware, personal protective gears or equipment are a necessity to ensure that our frontline health workers are protected. Besides that, it will also help to protect the caregivers both at home and at our treatment centers. Therefore, receiving this donation will go a long way in ensuring that we provide that protection to our frontline health workers and all those who matters. On behalf of the government of the Gambia, through His Excellency the President, Honorable His Excellency Adam Barrow, and then our Honorable Minister, and the entire executive of the government, and the people of the Gambia, we say a big thank you to the Chinese government, and then to AU who has been facilitating to ensure that this thing reaches us. We also thank our partners, the World Food Program through their country representative, and also thank WHO through their for facilitating this gift of donation. On that note, we thank everybody, and we want to assure that this gift will go a long way in ensuring that it complements government efforts and it will help us to strengthen our supply system. On that note, we thank everybody. We thank the press for coming, and we thank the airport authorities for being here all the time. And more importantly, we thank the staff of the World Food Program who has been behind us all the time to ensure that these things are all coordinated. Thank you to all of you.
Now we'll now witness the handing over. The Chinese ambassador will hand over to the WFP country representative, and the WFP country representative will hand over to the WR, and WR will hand over to the Honorable Minister, and then after that, the Honorable Minister will receive the item and then come and do his statement. Is that okay? Then we have a Chinese ambassador to hand over to WR. Yeah. And then WFP will hand over to WR, and WR will hand over to Honorable Minister. Can someone help me to take photos? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Come closer.
Yeah. So I now have the honor and privilege to invite the Honorable Minister of Health, Honorable Hamed Lamin Samata, to deliver his statement. Honorable, welcome.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Gambia, Ambassador Ma Jianxun, the WFP representative, Madam Wanja, our own sister, the WHO representative, Dr. Tiruni, our own brother too, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we received a shipment of medical equipment facilitated by the government of China through the Jack Ma and Alibaba Foundations to boost efforts to fight the spread of the coronavirus disease, that's COVID-19, in the Gambia. The consignment of laboratory diagnostic kits and infection prevention and control gear, including 20,000 test kits, 100,000 masks, 740 sets of protective clothing, and 1,000 sets of protective shields was flown in by the Ethiopian Airlines this afternoon. The entire world is coming together in our efforts against COVID-19. In the face of adversity, humankind unites, and this donation from China demonstrates that it is indeed everybody putting efforts together against the coronavirus. The medical equipment are part of the continent-wide donation in support of actions towards implementation of the Africa Joint Continental Strategy for COVID-19, led by the African Union through the Africa Center for Disease Control. In all, the Jack Ma and Alibaba Foundations have provided 1.08 million test kits, 5.4 million masks, 40,000 sets of protective clothing, and 60,000 sets of protective shields that are being dispatched to 54 African countries. The ACDC, Ethiopian Airlines, the United Nations World Food Program, and the World Health Organization are facilitating the dispatch of the much-needed cargo across the continent. We are very grateful to the partners who have made it possible for this shipment to arrive the Gambia in time for us to continue the battle to contain the rapid spread of the virus. The WHO country representative in the Gambia, Dr. Dexter Tiruni, emphasized the United Nations commitment to providing concerted effort and support to the government and reiterated that all efforts were being rallied behind member states in our efforts against COVID-19. The Ambassador of China, His Excellency Ambassador Ma Jianxun, our own brother, the World Food Program country representative in the Gambia, Madam Wanja, are all present with us at the airport together with Dr. Dexter Tiruni. This emphasizes the partnership between the government of the Gambia and all the other donor partners, all the other technical partners who are based in this country in our collective efforts to contain COVID-19 in the Gambia. We all know COVID-19 is a reality in the world. We have been seeing how it is ravaging other parts of the world. We have also seen where their efforts have yielded very good results, as it happened in China. I think this is an opportunity to learn from what China did in the containment of the disease. There were very, very good lessons from the Chinese government, the Chinese people, and the Chinese medical practitioners, and all other people who contributed to the containment of the disease in China. This is a reality, and the lessons are there for all of us to heed to. There's no room for complacency. We need to follow the rules. We have known quite a lot about the disease now, that social distancing does help. Now, unfortunately, we realize that even the media, we struggle to make sure that you practice social distancing. We are all practicing that to do so. It is not easy, because it is not the usual way we live, but we have to endeavor, because as we said earlier, these are unusual times, and unusual times demand unusual behavior. In the Gambia, we are struggling to send the message across, because still some people do have some other concepts, but I think the message is sinking through. People are appreciating the fact. Now, with the donation of this equipment, this protective gear, the test kits, inshallah, we are going to be able to deal with the cases we currently have in a better way. We pray against it, but if we do have more cases, we'll be in a better position to deal with it. Once again, I thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable, for that encouraging statement. The equipment we have, if we have any other case, we can deal with it. That is the message. And the fact that COVID-19 is a reality, we must work towards it, to fight it. So on that note, I thank all of you for coming, and I now declare this important ceremony officially closed here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
When China was hit by the COVID-19, Gambian people, Gambian government and Gambian people show their solidarity and support to the Chinese people. Now, the Gambia was hit. Now the Gambia was hit by the COVID-19. Chinese government pays a close attention to the Gambia's situation of fighting against the COVID-19. So Chinese government decided to provide assistance, including some medical supplies, to grant to the Gambia. Early this month, I already handed over a batch of medical supplies to the Gambia government. Today, we are happy to receive the donations from Chinese two foundations, the Jackie Ma Foundation and the Alibaba Foundation. This medical supply granted by these two foundations represents Chinese people's sincere friendship to the Gambian people. I would like to introduce to you the Chinese government already prepared another batch of medical supplies granted to the Gambia. All the medical supplies is ready. The Chinese embassy now is working positively with the relevant sites to arrange some logistical issues for delivering. The next batch of the medical supply granted by Chinese government will be delivered very soon. Thank you very much. Let's.
The issue of discussion around COVID-19. That's why we call you, as usual. This will be our several of the press briefings we have been having. So he's going to make a statement.
From a kid, Mimfam and Hanifen to Aja, I'm getting it all is so man, Muka Hanifen to Aleja. I'll be need